Our next presentation bears the title, We the Dreamers, in Defense of DACA. Please welcome Melody Herrera.
Imagine coming from a foreign country to America in search for a better life for yourself and for your children. Imagine that when you get to America, land of the free and of opportunity, you're unwelcome. Imagine being in a family of 7, living in a tiny garage with relatives for over 8 months. Imagine watching your children fear every police officer they see because they might be deported. Imagine telling them they could be whoever they want, but actually mean after high school, they might not be able to go to college or be able to apply to the job of their dreams. Many families lived like this before 2012, but DACA, a temporary work permit and a deferred action from deportation that allows a certain group of immigrant minors an opportunity to go to work, apply to the job of their dreams, and go to college, and not have to worry about getting deported while waiting for citizenship. But Congress has been deliberating repealing it, a decision that would affect not only DACA recipients, but American citizens. Today, DACA offers millions of opportunities. Congress and millions of Americans are now discussing whether DACA should be permanent or not. The main reason why we are now debating over the program's existence is because current President Donald J. Trump has forced Congress to either pass the DREAM Act, which would allow the 800,000 immigrant minors have a pathway to citizenship, or end the program once and for all by March 5th of 2018. This deadline was not passed because by February 26th of 2018, Supreme Court took matters into their own hands and rejected Trump's administration's request. When Supreme Court did this, it left DACA on life support until Congress can make a decision. Although many Americans today regard DACA as a destructive and unjust program, we should establish this as a solid policy because it serves America and its citizens economically and morally. Some opponents may believe that DACA, waste of time, it takes away our jobs, and what has DACA actually given us to benefit America? DACA recipients identify themselves as Americans, not as legal citizens, but loyal and contributors to America's success. DACA recipients are the kind of people we want as citizens, not indolent people. And since America has been talking about making America great again, what better way than allowing a devoted generation of immigrants help contribute to that? There are many stories of DACA recipients who are studious and hardworking, and with them as examples, we are creating a new generation of American youth. Ending DACA would mean that 800,000 immigrant children who are taught to think outside of a box are being put inside one because they'll be limiting themselves from becoming the devoted adults they could be. Some opponents may also think that why should the government be worrying about other issues of non-citizens? And doesn't DACA just live off the support of the government? Research has shown that 21% of DACA recipients work in educational and health services. 11% work in nonprofit services. 9% work in wholesales, and 8% work in professional business services. They are buying houses, they are buying cars, they are even starting their own businesses, raising tax revenue and raising wages. Without DACA, cities and states across the country would receive less tax revenue. The nation's GDP would drop over $430 billion over a decade. If the 685,195 DACA recipients lose their permits, employees would then lose $3.4 billion in what would be the termination and the replacement of employees. Not only that, but $24.6 billion of Medicare and Social Security contributions would be completely lost. Now ask yourselves, how would that benefit America? In the beginning, I told everyone to imagine being a family of 7, migrating to America knowing little to nothing of the language. This family is a real family. This story is a real story. This family is my family. My siblings and I are proof DACA is not a destructive nor an unjust program. It is an opportunity for people like me and my siblings to go to work and not be afraid to be deported while waiting for citizenship. We know there are many problems in America, especially immigration. And we know the immigration system is broken, and we want to fix it. But please, do not take our opportunity to do so. I stand here before you all, speaking for all DACA recipients when I say that we are here to work hard, be devoted, contribute, and live in the country we call home. Thank you.